Hello everyone, and I hope you're doing well. In this video, I want to ask you how committed and how motivated are you in order to achieve the goals that you have for yourself? How much do you want to pull yourself out of your current situation? How much do you want to change? If you're not motivated, if you don't have the right level of commitment and dedication and accountability, you will not be able to reach your goal. One of my favorite motivational speakers say that if you want to reach your goals, if you want to realize your dream, if you want to pull yourself out of a situation, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to put yourself through difficult things. But when you know what's on the other side, don't you think it is worth it to put some extra effort in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish? Another of my favorite motivational speakers say that you have to be hungry. You have to be more than motivated. It's a real mindset. In my coaching program, I encourage people to develop that kind of mindset. I always say that when you work on yourself, when you try to pull yourself out of situations, you can stop, you can walk back. No, you cannot go back. You can look back, but you will never walk back. Listen again to those words. You can stop, you can look back, but you will never walk back. You've done so many efforts already to arrive to the stage where you are now. Why would you go back to the things that hurt you? Why would you suddenly stop when you are so close? Every single day you are closer to reaching your goals, whether they are personal or professional. You know, it is really difficult to put energy into doing things that don't feel great. But you know what? If you resist the changes, if you resist the situation, the growth and the development, you will not be able to reach your goals. So, checking with yourself, are you prepared to feel uncomfortable? Are you really truly willing to reach your goals and pull yourself out of situations? If you don't do it, no one else is going to do it for you. There were so many times where I just wanted to give up. There's so many times that the pain within myself was unbearable. But I was so committed to grow out of my situation. I was so committed to be able to make the right effort and the right steps every single day, to the point where sometimes I completely burnt out because I was working so hard on myself. I was waking up in the morning and I was feeling so depressed, so down, so hurt, so emotional about things that sometimes the pain will paralyze me on my bed and I will be crying for hours until the day I got so sick of my situation. I was sick of suffering, and it was time to make the changes I wanted to make. It was a real fight. I see healing as a sport. I'm sure I've mentioned that in the past. And I actually read so many books and watched so many videos about sport athletes, like soccer players, basketball players. And I studied the behavior and attitude as well as the mindset of specific people in the sports industry. How they wake up before anybody else to train even more, to train harder, to study, to observe their competitors or their adverse team, for example, to see and to study, to prepare, to grow, to train harder so they could reach their objective. They didn't settle for this, they always settled for that. The word failure didn't even exist in their world. They were working always harder and harder. There was a guy, I don't remember who it is, but he was asked a question on how many setups he was doing. And he said that he was not counting until he started to feel the pain and the hurt in his stomach. And that is a real mindset. You know, growth is so uncomfortable. Here, you are about to try to change your either personality, your habits, to break your old patterns, your old thinking patterns, to think differently, to grow, to maybe create a new identity, to sort of go through the pain, and all this requires such an amount of energy. But you will be surprised that once you start, there is a high probability that you will never stop again. Because when you taste that growth, when you taste the change, it becomes almost addictive. You see yourself growing. You start thinking more clearly. You start getting more energy. I really believe that when you try to get some energy, you put some energy out there and it multiplies. Your effort brings even more energy, even more changes in your life. So if you want to grow, you gotta have to stretch yourself. You're gonna have to learn about new ways of thinking, new ways of doing. You have to put in such a big amount of work. So I want to ask you now, how badly do you want to reach your goals? How motivated are you? Are you gonna stop every single time there is an obstacle on the path? You gotta want it so bad. Every single day you are going to wake up and you are going to put in the work because it is worth it.